Welcome to my channel Phi Concepts CHM. In this video, we are going to see the second part of the series of digital communication techniques, where we will see parallel and serial transmission and serial data rate. Parallel and serial transmission. There are two ways to move binary bits from one place to another. One, to transmit all bits of a word simultaneously, or the second one is to send only one bit at a time. These methods are referred as parallel transfer and serial transfer respectively. Parallel transfer. The diagrams show the parallel transfer of the bits. Here, all the bits of a code word are transferred simultaneously as shown in the figure. The binary word to be transmitted is usually loaded into a register containing one flip-flop for each bit. Each flip-flop output is connected to a wire to carry that bit to the receiving circuit, which is usually also a storage register. So there is one wire for each bit of information to be transmitted. This means that a multi-wire cable must be used. Multiple parallel lines that carry binary data are usually referred to as a data bus. All 8 lines are referenced to a common ground wire. Parallel data transmission is extremely fast because all the bits of the data word are transferred simultaneously. The speed depends on the propagation delay in the sending and the receiving of the logic circuits and any time delay introduced by the cable. Such data transfers can occur in only a few nanoseconds in many applications. Parallel data transmission is not practical for long distance communication. To transfer an 8-bit data word from one place to another, 8 separate communication channels are needed, one for each bit. Although multi-wire cables can be used over limited distances, usually no more than a few feet, for long distance data communication, they are impractical because of cost and signal attenuation. And of course, parallel data transmission by radio would be even more complex and expensive because one transmitter and receiver would be required for each bit. Over the years, data transfer rates over parallel buses have continued to increase. For example, in personal computers, bus transfer rates have increased from 33 to 66 to 133 MHz and now to 400 MHz and beyond. However, to achieve these speeds, the bus line lengths have to be considerably shortened. The capacitance and the inductance of the bus lines severely distort the pulse signals. Furthermore, crosstalk between the lines also limits the speed. Reducing the line length decreases the inductance and the capacitance, permitting higher speeds. To achieve speeds up to 400 MHz, bus lengths must be limited to only a few inches. To achieve higher rates, serial data transfers are being used. Serial transfer. Data transfers in communication systems are made serially. Each bit of a word is transmitted one after another. So like in this figure, it shows the code, the different bits that are being transmitted one bit at a time. The least significant bit, that is the LSB, is transmitted first, and the most significant bit, that is the MSB, the last. Each bit is transmitted for a fixed interval of time t. The voltage levels representing each bit appear on a single data line, that is with respect to the ground, one after another until the entire word has been transmitted. For example, the bit interval may be 10 microseconds, which means that the voltage level for each bit in the word appears for 10 microseconds. It would therefore take 80 microseconds to transmit an 8-bit word. Serial data rate. The data rate defines the number of data elements, that is the bits, sent per second. The unit is bit per seconds, BPS. Some data rates may be kbps or mbps. In some data communication systems, bit rates as high as tens of billions bits per second are used. The speed of serial transmission is related to bit time of the serial data. Hence, BPS is equal to 1 upon T, where T is the bit time. The signal rate is the number of signal elements sent in 1 second. The unit is baud. The signal rate, sometimes also called the pulse rate, modulation rate, or the baud rate. The goal in data communications is to increase the data rate while decreasing the signal rate. The ratio R is defined as the number of data elements carried by each signal element. Increasing the data rate increases the speed of transmission, while decreasing the signal rate decreases the bandwidth requirement. Thank you for watching this video.